सारी दुनिया जाने, उसको विपदा कभी न तेरे जो कोई तुझको माने। जय माँ, जय माँ, जय माँ। तेरी महिमा मन क्या चाहो सारी दुनिया जाने, उसको विपदा कभी न तेरे जो कोई तुझको मारे। तेरे ने चरणों में देखे मेरे चरणों का, जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ, जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ। गौरवशाली वैभवशाली तुझको करम प्रणाम, जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ, जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ, जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ, जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ। जय बोला भंडारी, जय बोला भंडारी।
चतुर्भुजी माँ जय महाकाली, दुष्ट दलन भयंकरी, चिन्मय माँ अनंत देवी, मंगला भवतारिणी, जयंती मंगला काली, भद्रकाली कपालिनी, दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा दात्री, स्वाहा स्वरा नमस्तुते। जयंती मंगला काली, भद्रकाली कपालिनी। जय चामुंडी काल रात्रि, जय मधुके तव विदायिनी, जय मधुके तव विदायिनी, जय महिषासुर मर्दिनी माता, रक्त बीज संभागिनी। जयंती मंगला काली, भद्रकाली कपालिनी, दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा दात्री, स्वाहा स्वरा नमस्तुते। जयंती मंगला काली, भद्रकाली कपालिनी। शुम्भनि शुम्भा कोटिनि माला, चंडमुंड विनाशिनी, चंडमुंड विनाशिनी, धूम्राक्षस मर्दिनी माता, दुसौभाग्य विदायिनी। जयंती मंगला काली, भद्रकाली कपालिनी, दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा दात्री, स्वाहा स्वरा नमस्तुते। जयंती मंगला काली, भद्रकाली कपालिनी। दुष्टदलन भयंकरी दुष्टदलन भयंकरी चिन्मय आनंद देवी मंगला भवतारिणी जयंती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा दात्री स्वाहा स्वरा नमस्तुते जयंती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा दात्री स्वाहा स्वरा नमस्तुते जयंती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा दात्री स्वाहा स्वरा नमस्तुते स्वाहा स्वरा नमस्तुते स्वाहा स्वरा नमस्तुते.
Namaste or Sitaram. On behalf of the President, Mr. Lingan Sanatan, and his Dharam Patni, Bhagwati Sanatan, as well as the members of the Rambert village Shiva Mandir, Palmist, we most graciously welcome each and every one of you blessed devotees to our fortnight Devi Yagna. Surely, we are all blessed to have Pandit Abhedanand, Persad, Sharma in our presence. Officiating Panditji, we once again welcome you in enlightening us with the divine messages from the Holy Scriptures. Surely our spirituality will be enhanced. Pranam Panditji. Once again, we extend a warm welcome to Pandit Varun Hari Persad, whose continued presence and guidance has been very inspiring. Our resident Pandit Shivanand Maharaj and his Dharam Patni Usha ji, we welcome you once again. Also Gurjaipal ji and his Dharam Patni. Our hard-working Shrotas, better known as the Golden Girls, and other members of management, we welcome you. Sankhya Television, we humbly greet you. Your passion, dedication, and hard work in spreading the great culture and Dharma is of tremendous importance in our lives and the world at large. Beloved children and devotees, I humbly thank you for your divine presence with the mindset that we can all righteously put into practice the divine teachings expounded by the Revered Panditji Abhedanand Persad Sharma. Thank you, Sitaram.
प्रेम से बोलिए श्री गणेश भगवान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, आदिशक्ति नव दुर्गा देवी माता की जय, काली देवी माता की जय। प्रियवर सज्जनों, आप लोग खड़ा हो जाए प्लीज। Stand as we join on this the fourth night of our 5 nights Devi Yagna, visualizing the beautiful form of our Lord God, Bhagwan Shri Ganesh. We all pray that He continue to guide us with wisdom. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namo Namaha, Shri Paramatmaya Namaha, Vakratunda Mahakaya, Surya Koti Samaprabha, Nirviganam Kurume Deva, Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Veenadhare Vipul Mangal Danashile, Bhaktarti Nashini Viranchi Harisha Vande, Kirti Prade Akila Manorat De Mahahi, विद्याप्रदायिनी सरस्वती नौमि नित्यम् या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः वेदैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःश्रेषजार्व्यापः निःश्रेषजार्व्यापः अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। ओम श्री अनुभवानंदाय नमः। ओम श्री चिन्मयानंदाय नमः। ओम तपोवनाय नमः। ओम श्री शंकराय नमः। ओम श्री गुरुदत्ताय नमः। ओम श्री सत्यसाईश्वराय नमः। ओम क्लीं कालिकायै नमः। ओम क्लीं कालिकायै नमः। ओम क्लीं कालिकायै नमः। ओम काली महाकाली कालिके परमेश्वरी सर्वानंदकरे देवी नारायणे नमोस्तुते। ओम जयंती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवधात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमोस्तुते। स्वाहा स्वधा नमोस्तुते। सुनो मोरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पालन पाया माँ तेरा पालन पाया।
देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पालन पाया तेरा पालन पाया।
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल।
ले तेरे भेंट चढ़ाया माँ ले तेरे भेंट चढ़ाया माँ। सुनो मोरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पालन पाया
तेरा पालन पाया।
सुवाचोल तेरे अंग विराजे
सुवाचोल तेरे अंग विराजे
सुवाचोल तेरे अंग विराजे
सुवाचोल तेरे अंग विराजे।
केसर तिलक लगाया माँ केसर तिलक लगाया। सुनो मोरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पालन पाया
तेरा पालन पाया।
ब्रह्मा वेद परे तेरे द्वारे,
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 शंकर ध्यान, शंकर ध्यान, शंकर ध्यान लगाया माँ,
शंकर ध्यान लगाया।
बोलो सुन मोरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी,
तेरा पालन पाया, तेरा पालन पाया,
नंगे पग तेरे आगे आया,
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 सोने का छत्र चढ़ाया, सोने का छत्र चढ़ाया, माँ सुन मोरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी, तेरा पालन पाया।
तेरा पालन पाया। ऊंचे पर्वत बन्यो दीवाला,
ऊंचे पर्वत बांध्यो दीवाला,
ऊंचे पर्वत बन्यो दीवाला,
ऊंचे पर्वत बांध्यो दीवाला,
नीचे शहर बसाया,
नीचे शहर बसाया, माँ सुन मोरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी, तेरा पालन पाया।
तेरा पालन पाया। धूप दीप नैवेद्य आरती,
धूप दीप नैवेद्य आरती,
धूप दीप नैवेद्य आरती,
धूप दीप नैवेद्य आरती,
मोहन भोग लगाया,
मोहन भोग लगाया, माँ सुन मोरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी, तेरा पालन पाया, तेरा पालन पाया।
दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ,
माँ दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ,
दुर्गे माँ दुर्गे दुर्गे जय जय माँ,
ओ माँ दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ,
बोलो दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ,
दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ,
जगदम्बा देवी ओ जगदम्बा देवी, जगदम्बा देवी, जगदम्बा देवी, नाचे तुम्हारा शिव ज्योति, नाचे तुम्हारा शिव ज्योति, जगदम्बा देवी ओ जगदम्बा देवी, जगदम्बा देवी ओ जगदम्बा देवी, जगदम्बा देवी ओ जगदम्बा देवी, दम्बा देवी ओ जगदम्बा देवी, महाकाली देवी, महाशक्ति देवी, नाचे तुम्हारा शिव ज्योति, नाचे तुम्हारा शिव ज्योति, जगदम्बा देवी ओ जगदम्बा देवी, जगदम्बा देवी ओ जगदम्बा देवी, जगदम्बा देवी ओ जगदम्बा देवी, जगदम्बा देवी, जगदम्बा देवी, महाकाली देवी, महाशक्ति देवी, नाचे तुम्हारा शिव ज्योति, नाचे तुम्हारा शिव ज्योति, जगदम्बा देवी ओ जगदम्बा देवी, जगदम्बा देवी ओ जगदम्बा देवी, जगदम्बा देवी ओ जगदम्बा देवी।
प्रेम से बोलिए श्री जगदम्बा देवी माता की। आसन पर बैठ जाइए, प्लीज बी सीटेड। A very special thanks to Diane for her words of love and warmth through her introduction. I'm sorry, Suzanne. Thank you so very much. And may the blessings of Bhagwan be upon you and your wonderful families. Having expressed welcome, we join with Suzanne in saying a very warm and special welcome to each and every one of you as the executive team of this beautiful ashram here, the Shiva Mandir of Rambert village in Palmis. We say welcome to each and every one of you who have come to grace us with your presence. We have Bhaiya Gosai ji and his wonderful Dharma Patni visiting from New York, and they are residents of New York, and we thank them for their presence tonight. To all you wonderful devotees who have come from far and near distances, we thank you for your presence, and may the blessing of Devi Ma continue to be upon you and your loved ones. I recognize Sintra Didi with us tonight, and she decided to only come one night, but she here for the fourth night. So Didi, welcome to you as well. I guess you got stuck. May the blessing of Bhagwan continue to be upon you and your wonderful families. And of course, to those who are streaming live on Sankhya television, we welcome you in whichever part of the country that you are, and you are viewing or via the internet. We send special blessings to you and your wonderful families. Also those who are streaming on Jivan Tattva, our Facebook page, we express our sincerest gratitude and Devi Ma blessings to you and your loved ones. Tonight, as requested by one of the devotees of the Mandir, he asked that we talk a little bit about the divine greatness and the glories of the Divine Mother Kali. And tonight we will sing the glories of Kali Mata, and we will, of course, look a little bit into the philosophy of what Kali Devi represents in Sanatan Dharma, in our culture and in our Dharma. Kali Mata is very loving and of course one of the Devis manifestation for the protection of her children. And so once again, on behalf of Bhaiya Lincolnji and the executive team, thank you for tonight. At this time, we want to invite everyone to close your eyes for a moment, as we all turn our thoughts to the Divine Mother, seeking her grace and her guidance, her blessings, that we are all protected in every aspect, like a mother protecting her children. Ma, Pratamam Shailaputri cha Dvitiyam Brahmacharini Tritiyam Chandraganteti Kushmandeti Chaturtakam Panchamam Skandamateti Shashtam Katyayini Ticha Saptamam Kalaratri cha Mahagauri Tichashtamam Navamam Siddhidatri cha Navadurga Prakirtita Uktani Tani Namani Brahmanaivatmanatmanah. May you protect us in the east, west, north, south, up and downward direction, Ma. May you protect us at home. May you protect us at work. May you protect our jobs. Hey Devi, may you protect us while traveling by air, by water, or even on the roadways of our nation. May you bless our vehicles, Ma. May you bless our vehicles as we travel to and fro. O Divine Mother, we pray that may you protect us physically, that we enjoy the best of health. And for those who are healthy tonight, let's all say thank you, Ma. Thank you for the physical health, O Devi. And for those who are not well, Ma, may your healing grace and blessings be upon those who are fighting their medical battles. Ma, may you bless us and protect us mentally from our own emotions. For there are so many who might be depressed tonight. There might be so many who are going through anxiety and situations in their life that causes anxiety. Oh Devi Ma, please protect such beautiful devotees of yours. Hey Devi, may you protect us intellectually and spiritually. Intellectually, that we never become the victim of the darkness of ignorance. We never become the victim of ego. We never feel too powerful, and we never entertain hate or choose hate over love. Ma, may you protect us in this regard. May you protect us, O Divine Mother, as we bond together as one family, loving each other, respecting each other, each citizen of this beautiful land of ours. And O Devi, may your blessing be extended to the region and to the world. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. May the world be a happy place. Samasta loka sukino bhavantu. May everyone in the world be happy. O Devi Ma, we bow to you and we crave your protection from the evils of life. Om Kali Mahakali Kali ke Parameshwari Sarvananda Kare Devi Narayani Namostute. Whatever your battles might be, think of the Divine Mother. Offer your challenges onto her. Have faith in the power of her blessing. Have faith in the power of her name. Om Kali Mahakali Kali ke Parameshwari Sarvananda Kare Devi Narayani Namostute. We bow to you with faith. We touch thy lotus feet. We crave your blessing, Ma. Protect us from those who may have evil or negative intention towards us. Hey Devi, Om Kali Mahakali Kali ke Parameshwari Sarvananda Kare Devi Narayani Namostute. Narayani Namostute. Hey Giri Nandini Nandita Medini Vishwa Vinodini Nandinute Girivara Vindya Shirodini Vasini Vishnu Vilasini Jishnunute Bhagavati Heshiti Kanta Kutumbini Bhore Kutumbini Bhore Krute Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramyaka Pardini Shaila Sute. Varshini Durdar Darshini Durmukha Marshini Harsharate Tribhuvan Poshini Shankar Toshini Kilvishamoshini Gosharate Anujani Roshini Diti Sutta Roshini Durmad Shoshini Sindhu Sute Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramyaka Pardini Shaila Sute. Ma Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramyaka Pardini Shaila Sute. Jai Jagadamba Madamba Kadamba Bana Priyavasini Hasarate Shikara Shiro Mani Tunga Himalaya Shrungani Jalaya Madhyagate Madhu Madhure Madhu Kaitaba Ganjini Kaitaba Banjini Rasarate Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramyaka Pardini Shaila Sute. Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramyaka Pardini Shaila Sute. Shatakanda Vikandita Runda Vitundita Shunda Gaja Dipate Ripu Gaja Danda Vidarana Chanda Parakrama Shunda Mrigadipate Nicha Bhuja Danda Nipatita Kanda Vipatita Munda Pata Dipate Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramyaka Pardini Shaila Sute. Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramyaka Pardini Shaila Sute. Hairana Durmada Shatru Badodita Durdara Nirjara Shakti Brate चतुर विचार दुरीन महाशिव उदिकृत प्रमताधिपते दुरित दुरीह दुराशय दुर्मति दानव दूत कृतान्तमते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय जय जप्य जये जय शब्द परिस्तुति तत्पर विश्वनुते बन बनि बिंजिनी त्रिवृतनन पुर सिंहित मोहित भूतपते नति नतनार्थ नति नतनायक नातित नाटक सुगंधरते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय सुमन 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 सुमनो हर कांतियुते श्रित रजनी 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 कर वक्त्र प्रुते सुनयन विप्रमर भ्रमर 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 भ्रमराधिपते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते ओम नमः शिवाय 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 हर 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 महादेवा
हर 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 महादेवा
बम 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 बोला
बम 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 बोला
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय
बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय 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 जय जय हे महिषासुर मर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते That stotram is called as the Mahishasura Mardini stotram. It's a very powerful stotram glorifying and praising the Divine Mother at the time when she destroyed the demon called Mahishasur, and the Devatas, they praised and glorify her through the medium of that particular stotram. It is written in Sanskrit and the words are very beautiful, praising her in complete and total details. And it goes on. We only sang about probably, let me see, we only sang 7, but there are all total 20 verses of the stotram that glorifies and praises the Divine Mother, Devi Ma. It tells also about the details of her manifestations and things of that nature. Now, my friends, in Sanatan Dharma, there are two aspects to satsang. Sat means truth, sang means companionship. So there are two aspects to it. One is where we sit, we chant, and we glorify we read the Katha as taken from the scriptures, for whether it's the Devi Bhagavatam, whether it's the Chalisas, whether it's the Bhagavad Mahapuran, or any of the sacred texts, and we interpret the Kathas in terms of lessons that we can learn and apply from our lives. So we take from the Katha the morals of the Katha. So like, in the Western world we have stories, and the stories have morals. So we try to impart knowledge to our children through the stories because it is appealing to the children. And then we tell them the morals of the story. Like that. Katha is not a story. The word Katha has no English equivalent, but they are actual events found in the Puranas, and that's why the Puranas are called Puranas. Purana means? What's the meaning of Puran? Old. Purana means ancient. Purana means old. So all the ancient activities and the exploits as recorded by the saints and sages, they are in the Puranas. Then that is there. From that, we take morals and we apply it in our lives. Then we have another aspect. You have the Vedas. And then the Vedas, they are divided into Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sam Veda, Atharva Veda. And that aspect of it is called the Smritis. Or rather Shruti, I'm sorry. So Smriti is the Puranas, and Shruti means where Shruti Mata is speaking in the Upanishad. That aspect of it is the philosophy of the Sanatan Dharma. So you have the Puranas, where the Katha is being echoed, and then you have the Katha of the actual exploits of the Lord as incarnated upon the earth. And then you have the Shruti Mata explaining through what you call Vedanta, where it is the end portion of the Vedas. So Veda, Anta. Ved means the Vedas, Anta means the end. So the end portion of the Vedas, that is called as the Upanishad. So Upanishad, that which brings us closer. Closer to what? Make a guess. That which brings us closer to? Anybody? Come on, guess. To God? Bhagwan? That which brings us closer to ourselves. That is called Upanishad. Shruti Mata. That which brings us closer to our. In other words, when we get closer to ourselves, then in that regard, we are further away from the world. In Vedanta, we can interpret that to also mean when we are closer to the self, we are further away from body consciousness, because everything with the body is associated with the objective world. If the body does not exist, the world doesn't exist. Take for example, in the waking state, the waking world is there. So Jagrata Avastha, this is called Jagrata Avastha, the waking world. In the waking world, in the waking state, the waking world is there. But when we lie down on the bed and we start to dream, where does this world go? It is as if it remains. But when you are in the Jagrata Avastha, when you are in the Swapna Avastha, then the dream world is created and the waking world disappears. When the waking world disappears, the dream world comes, and when the dream world is there, everything in the dream appears to be. You ever had a nice dream and you never wanted to end? Because the dream world is so real and everything is so beautiful. And then sometimes you have a bad dream. Jai Bhagwan. And you wish that you had never dreamt that bad experience in the dream world. But it is not real. It's only a dream. Then, when the dream world comes to an end, then we go into the deep sleep state that is called as the Sushupti Avastha. In the Sushupti Avastha, there is no dream, there is no waking world, there is nothing that exists in the what you call the deep sleep state. In that state, there is nothingness. in that state of nothingness, there is absolute happiness. Now, these are very subtle thoughts. These are Vedantic thoughts. Now, when we go into the deep sleep state, nothing exists. There is no nothing. And then when you get up from the deep sleep state, you say, I had a good sleep. I feel so good that I slept. Now, please be very attentive. This now is a very subtle thought. When we are in the deep sleep, we are the happiest that we could be. Most peaceful. You ever look at somebody in your family when they're in deep sleep? And how innocent and sweet they are until they get up? I'm just joking. Look at a baby when a baby is sleeping. Sweet, innocent, like if nothing exists, until that little toddler, 2 years old, get up and start turning over the house. In deep sleep, we are the happiest that we could be. Unfortunately, we are unaware of that happiness. And because of no awareness in that state, it becomes unreal. Now, when you start talking on Vedanta, it always gets deeper and deeper. So I will just make one point before I go into the glories of Ma Kali Devi. You see, there are 5 sheets. One is called Annamaya Kosh, second one is called Pranamaya Kosh, third one is called Vijnanamaya Kosh. Annamaya Kosh, Pranamaya Kosh, Manomaya Kosh, Vijnanamaya Kosh, and Anandamaya Kosh. So these are 5 sheets covering us. Annamaya Kosh means the physical sheet. Pranamaya Kosh means the 5 pranas. Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udana, and Samana. All those things will take real time to explain. Then the third one is called Manomaya Kosh. Manomaya Kosh means the mental, emotional sheet. Then Vijnanamaya Kosh, the intellectual sheet. And then the 5th one is called as Anandamaya Kosh. That one is the deep sleep that we are talking about. Now it becomes a covering. It becomes a covering of ignorance because we are not aware. If we, now please be very attentive and remember this. Exactly how we are in deep sleep, innocent, sweet, calm, peaceful, be like that when you're awake. If we are like that when we are awake, that is saintliness. That is spiritual evolution. Now, when somebody is in deep sleep, right, Mayor Lincoln? Someone is in deep sleep and you go to them and say, you're real stupid. Will you get a response? Tell the same person that when they get up. You're going to get put out of the house. When the person in deep sleep state go and say, hey, I love you so very much. No response. Tell the same person that when they get up. The person will say, oh, so for me, you love me so much? Yes, I love you so much. So you get a response, an emotional response. My point is, if we could be like we are in deep sleep when we are awake, don't react to nothing. No reaction. That is the state of peace. That is the state of peace. Now, keeping that in mind, when that peace is threatened by Mahishasur, when that peace is threatened by Chanda and Munda, when that peace is threatened by Shumbha and Nishumbha, when that peace is threatened by Ravan, when that peace is threatened by Kamsa and Sisupal and Ravana and Kumbhakarna and Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, when that peace is threatened, the divines have to take avatar to protect that peace within us. My friends, right now, as we sit here glorifying the Divine Mother or listening to Katha, there are many outside there who might be fighting their battles in some way or the other. But there are three things that we must always be careful of. Number one, if you have power, Uncle Gosai, if you have power, be careful of the power that you wield. Whether it is financial power, whether it is physical power, whether it is political power, whether it is, what kind of power again? Spiritual power, whether it is intellectual power. An intellectual person is a powerful person. Don't mess with them. Be careful of the power that you have. Because, my friends, if you have a car and the car is powerful and you, accelerate on that engine without controlling it, the car that can be used for your safe travel will be the cause of your destruction, will be the cause of your danger, to put you in danger. So be careful of power. Second danger in life, power is one, if misused. Second, when we are unable to control power and ego comes in. Second cause of self-destruction. A person with power of any kind and a person with ego mixed with that power is the recipe for self-destruction. That's number two. And third, if that power is mixed with ego, and ego mixed with hate, Jai Jai Bhagavan. That, my dear friends, is the recipe not only for self-destruction, but destruction for those around such an individual. Three things, remember that. One is power, second is ego, and third is hate. When power is mixed with ego and ego is mixed with hate, that is the recipe for disaster. Friends, this takes us into the glories of the Divine Mother. Now, when we hear the name of the Divine Mother, Kali, there is a beautiful mantra we chant, and this mantra means, O Ma, please remove ignorance from my mind, fear from my heart, and grant me strength to live a life in Dharma. Very simple mantra. There are many mantras for Devi Ma, but I chose this one that we all can chant. I want you to repeat after me. Om Gleam Kalikayai Namaha. Om, together. Gleam Kalikayai Namaha. Om Gleam Kalikayai Namaha. Just take a moment and close your eyes when you chant and mentally offer a flower to her. Om Gleam Kalikayai Namaha. Mentally prostrate to the Divine Mother. Ma, please remove ignorance from our minds. Please remove fear, O Divine Mother, from our hearts. And grant us strength to live a life of Dharma. Om Kleem Kalikayai Namaha. Om Kleem कालिकायै नमः ॐ क्लीं कालिकायै नमः Now, Kal means time. Kal means time. The flow of time. My dear brothers and sisters, Kal is masculine. Static. Kal is masculine. It is static. So Kal, time. But her name is not Kal. Her name is Kali, feminine. So, Kali, the active power behind time. Now we are going to dissect the name itself. Kal is masculine. Kal means time. But Kali means the one who is the power behind time. So that's feminine. It's the dynamic Shakti according to our Shastras. So Kali means that dynamic Shakti behind time. Now, if you would see that Bhagwan Shiva is called as Kaleshwar. Like for example, Kaleshwarai, Shiva Kaleshwarai, Har Har Bole Namah Shivai. Kaleshwarai, Shiva Kaleshwarai, Har Har Bole Namah Shivai. Om Namah Shivai, Om Namah Shivai, Har Har Bole Namah Shivai. So, Kal is time, and that Kaleshwar is Bhagwan Shiva. So, Kal plus Ishwar is Kaleshwar, the one who is time itself. Now, when you look at the picture of Mother Kali, where is she standing? Her foot is on Bhagwan Shiva. Her foot is on Bhagwan Shiva. Is it a form of disrespect to Bhagwan Shiva that Mother Kali is demonstrating? Absolutely not. Shiva and Shakti, they are absolutely in what you call oneness. In other words, my friends, the Katha suggests that she places a foot upon her, but the philosophy suggests that Shiv and Shakti energizes each other, and so she becomes Kali, because she is the dynamic Shakti that uses the power of Shiva to perform her Leela to get rid of the internal, what you call enemies from within ourselves and the external enemies from around ourselves. So here, the active power behind time is the feminine dynamic Shakti that we call Kali tonight. Now that is the philosophy. Now, my friends, the meaning: time creates, time transforms, but time also destroys. Nothing that is created in time will exist in time and will be destroyed in time. Which means, friends, beyond time that what we can imagine, beyond the time that we can imagine, there is nothingness. There is no time. Time is only for our measurement. So when they say a day have 24 hours, or when they say the sun shines, what you call, rises in the morning at 5 to 6 and sets in the evening at 10 to 6, that is an illusion. Because we all know that the sun never rises and the sun never sets. It is only for our measurement and for our guidance. You see, if we do not measure time, then when it comes to working, we work wholly, isn't it? And nobody wants to work all day. We want a time to start, we want a time to finish, we want a time, we divide time. Anyway, the point is, friends, Kali is the one who controls time. And when she places a foot upon Bhagwan Shiva, Shiv and Shakti are together. They complement each other. That is one aspect. Second aspect is, when she killed the demon called, what was the name of the demon again? I forget. Let me check Google. She killed some demons, and it is said, Shumbani Shumba Danav tum mari Rakta bij Sankan samhare Mahishasur Nripati Abhimani Jehi Agabhar Mahi Akulani. These are the demons she killed. So, one is Shumbha, the other one is Nishumbha, Dhanava Tum Mare. Mare means to kill. And Rakta Bij Sankana Samhare. Then, as Rakta Bij, she came as Kali. But when she also came as Durga to kill Mahishasura, Nripa Ati Abhimani, because of his Abhiman, his false pride, Jehi Agabhar Mahi Akulani. My friends, she manifested in this way to get rid of these negative tendencies. So, now we can look at it from another perspective. Now, when she, in the Tantric philosophy, Kal is Shiva, pure consciousness. And Kali is dynamic Shakti or dynamic force. In other words, together, Shiva and Kalima together represents the rhythm of cosmic existence. My dear friends, in other words, pure consciousness, Shakti, is energized from pure consciousness. So when she connects to Bhagwan Shiva, he is lying on the ground as if unconscious. But he is the personification of consciousness. So she is getting her energy from there. You know, we get our energy also from the earth. When we ground off, we get energy from the earth. When Bhagwan Shiva is lying on the ground, she gets that energy from pure consciousness. In other words, this only happened after she killed the demon Rakta Bij. The Divine Mother, she realized that Rakta Bij had a vardhan, he had a boon. And the boon was, he would use his power to conquer the world. The boon was that if ever a drop of his blood would touch the earth, he will multiply. He will be cloned according to modern science. What modern science calls as cloning. In the ancient times, he multiplied. Every drop of blood became a new Rakta Bij. When Mother Durga fought and she could not, during mid-battle, she realized that she had to use a force that had to consume and get rid of this Rakta Bij. She incarnated as Ma Kali. And there, the Divine Mother, my friends, trembling on the battlefield, she extended her tongue, not because she wanted to look furious, but because she wanted to consume the blood before it touches the ground, that he will multiply. Rakta Bij wanted to destroy her children. He wanted to destroy her devotees. And before he manifested in this way, by multiplying, she, my friends, stuck her tongue out and consumed the blood. And there she fought, my friends, in a very powerful way. And so the earth started trembling. The earth started trembling. The heavens were trembling. Ma Kali sprung into action. Rakta Bij must be killed. Rakta Bij must be killed. Who is this Rakta Bij that she is fighting? Jai Ma! The battle drums started. The devatas looking at the battle going on between the Divine Mother Kali and Rakta Beach. He kept on multiplying, but every time he tried aggressively to fight her, she, my friends, destroyed him. The clone aspect, one by one. She fought this demon called Rakta Beach. Now friends, the katha or the storyline, inverted commas, we could say she is fighting this battle. But what is important is the philosophy. And so, what does Rakta Beach represent for you and I? Now friends, it is said, back in the ancient time, he performed some type of tapasya and penance, and he wanted a vardhan. And the vardhan was, if ever one drop of his blood touches the ground, a new person like him will come. Does that sound familiar? In modern science, it's called cloning. In modern science, it's called cloning. Now, Rakta Beach literally means, Rakta means blood. Tendency, speed, that's the meaning of Rakta. Rakta, Beach means a seed, the cause of, or let us say, the blueprint. Rakta Beach, so the seed, blueprint, etc., etc. He was born, rather his boon, every drop of his blood generated another demon identical like him. Now, this can be compared to cloning in modern science. Now, be very attentive. DNA blueprint, which is the seed, beej, can produce identical organism. DNA blueprint can produce identical organism. Now, any fragment can replicate the whole template, if we were to say. So, spiritually, Rakta Beej represents psychological patterns that self-replicate. Spiritually, Rakta Beej represents psychological patterns that self-replicate. That's one. Two, spiritually, Rakta Beej represents desire patterns that multiply under stimulation. That's number two. Now, if you feed desires, they grow. Isn't it? When psychological pattern, the mind thinks in a certain way, and it continues, like one after the next, one brings another, like that. So the psychological pattern continues. That's why we must be very careful of how we train the mind. Secondly, desire pattern that multiplies under stimulation. Friends, if you check back in our own lives, every desire that we have and every desire that we entertain, when that desire is fulfilled, another desire comes. Nobody is ever without desires. Isn't it? Nobody is ever without desires. It keeps on multiplying. So the philosophical meaning is, desires don't die by fulfilling them, because fulfillment creates more desires. When you went to the mall the last time, and you saw a nice dress or something, and you wanted that dress, and then your mind went back in your closet home, and you seen in your mind's eye the closet full, but you're seeing this dress in front of you, one more wouldn't make a difference. Isn't it? One more wouldn't make a difference. So you end up buying the dress and hiding it under all the groceries because you don't want certain people to see. And then you put down the grocery bags in the pantry and you forget to empty them. You say, later I'll go. And then the person who you didn't want to see went to empty the groceries and finds the dress underneath there. So, desires fulfilled is not the end of desires. More desires will come. Friends, I want you to sincerely ask yourself a question. How many things that you bought and you have in your home that you don't use and you don't know when next you're going to use it? You know what caused that? Desires. Desires caused that. Because we saw it. We heard about it. We Amazon it. Isn't it? And like that. Oh, I find it taking long on Amazon. I'm going to get Amazon Prime. Isn't it? For people in the States and other places where Prime is available. We don't have Prime here. We don't have Prime here. I tell you, if we had Prime here, we'd be real Prime, So, yeah, it's taken too long to come, so we get Prime and we get the goods or whatever we order very quickly. Friends, how many things we have and we don't use? So, when we build a home, we have a storage room. When we build a storage room, we have to get a next storage room. Because it keeps on multiplying. That's desires. Now, you know what is dangerous? You know what is dangerous about this, my friends? Let's go to chapter 3 of Bhagavad Gita, where Bhagwan Krishna says, now, the reason why I'm quoting the Gita, because Bhagwan Krishna gives a comprehensive response to Arjuna about desires. And remember, Rakta Bij represents the multiplication of desires. When one drop of blood touches the ground, another one comes. When that blood touched the ground, another one comes. So Ma Kali could not allow the blood to touch the ground, so therefore she had to drink it. Not that she wants blood. Some people in tantric worship, they say, we have to give our life to the mother. The mother wants life. She don't want nobody's life. She wants nobody's life. She doesn't want blood. This is philosophical. And friends, the philosophical meaning is the blood touching the ground multiplies. Now somebody gives somebody blood. Those type of sacrifices have implications. Logically speaking, the law of karma do exist. Everybody believes in the law of karma in Hinduism. And now it's being spread rapidly through the Western world as well. Everybody talking about karma. Isn't it? Now, how can you take the life of someone or some creature and say, I'm doing this sacrifice for my betterment or for the betterment of my family, and expect not to be facing consequences of that down the road? The law of karma is real. So when people decide to do black magic or sorcery and things of that nature, it comes with a price. You may get temporary benefit, but down the road, and maybe even in next life, believe it or not, it's going to come back. So therefore, the Divine Mother do not want anybody's blood. She is consuming this blood of Rakta Bij for the sake of the protection of her devotees, to philosophically mean, don't let your desires multiply. Don't let your ego multiply. Don't let your, what you call, negative tendencies multiply, because desire can become very self-destructive. Now, Bhagwan Krishna says in the Gita, he says, O Arjuna, chapter 3, verse number 37. Shri Govindaya Namo Namam Paramatmaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Kamaesha Krodesha Rajoguna Samudbhavaha Mahashano Mahapapma Buddhi nahi vairinam Dumena vriyate vannihi. This verse is very beautiful. Dumena vriyate vannihi Yatardarsho malena cha Yato blena vrito garbha Tata tene damavritam Avritam jnanametena Jnanino nitya vairinam Kamarupena kaunteya Dushpurena chalena cha. Shri Govindaya Namo Namam Paramatmaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Now, here Bhagwan explains why Mother Kali has to come and destroy the demon that represents desires, the multiplication of desires. Now, he says, Kama Esha, Krodha Esha, Rajoguna Samudbhavaha, the mother of anger. Sorry, Kama Esha. Kama Esha. Kam means desires. Alone Esha. Krodha Esha. Rajoguna Samudbhavaha, the mother of Kama, desires, and the mother of anger is Rajoguna, according to Bhagwan Krishna explanation. Now he says here, it is desires, it is desire that is affected with the element of Rajoguna, which appears, O Arjuna, as anger. Now, this, what you call desire and anger, is insatiable and very detrimental to an individual, to a person, to a devotee of mine. No, O Arjuna, Mahashano, Mahapatma, Vidyeta Mahi Vairinam. Know this to be the enemy in this case. The enemy of man is anger, and the enemy of man is his desires. When I say man, I mean everyone. Now, in this 38th verse, he gives what you call an analogy, where he says, Dume na vriyate vannihi. The fire is lighting, right? But the fire is covered with smoke. Covered with smoke. Can you see the fire? When it is covered with smoke? Yes or no? When the fire is there, covered with smoke, you don't see the fire. But you know the fire is there. Isn't it? When a mirror is covered with dirt, do you see yourself? Do you see yourself? Bhagwan says here, desire is like the fire covered with smoke. Desires is like a mirror covered with dust. And desire is like the embryo. Garbha tata tenadam, rather, tenedam avritam. Like the embryo covered with the amnion acid. Amnion fluid. So the embryo is covered in the mother's womb. The fire is covered with smoke. The mirror is covered with dust. Like that, desires covers our intellect and makes us blind. In other words, we cannot see clearly in the mirror when it is covered with dust. You cannot see the fire when it is covered with smoke. And we cannot see knowledge when our intellect is covered with desires. We cannot reason. We cannot see the light. Chapter 3, verse number 38. And the third verse that we read, when he says here, Avratam jnanamatena jnanino nitya vairina, O Arjuna, when knowledge in a person is covered by this eternal enemy called ignorance or desire, known as desire, this is like an insatiable fire. You know, like a fire lighting, Ramesh? You light the fire and you keep on giving it fuel. What will happen? What will happen? I must say it in local language. You get bondong no for now. Isn't it? You get bondong. That's what Bhagwan Krishna says there. And this is why, my friends, when in the Gita, Bhagwan tells Arjuna like this, Mother Kali is protecting us from this type of desires. Protecting us from Rakta Beach. This is why the Devatas praised her as काली कमली और के आए भक्तों के भगवान रे, तेरी मेरी है नहीं पहचान रे। ओ काली कमली और के आए भक्तों के भगवान रे, तेरी मेरी है नहीं पहचान रे। तूने रूप दिखाया, तन लहराया मन लहराया। कैसा तूने रूप दिखाया, तन लहराया मन लहराया। बालक तेरे गोद में आया, बालक तेरे गोद में आया, रखना इसका मान रे। तेरी मेरी है कहीं पहचान रे। काली कमली और के आए, भक्तों के भगवान रे। तेरी मेरी है कहीं पहचान रे। बिना हाथ से भोजन करता, बिन पावों से चलता फिरता। बिना हाथ से भोजन करता, बिन पावों के चलता फिरता। सब कुछ सुनता कुछ नहीं कहता, सब कुछ सुनता कुछ नहीं कहता। अजब है तेरी शान रे। तेरी मेरी है नहीं पहचान रे। तेरी मेरी है नहीं पहचान रे। काली कमली और के आए, भक्तों के भगवान रे। तेरी मेरी है नहीं पहचान रे। काली कमली और के आए, भक्तों के भगवान रे। तेरी मेरी है नहीं पहचान रे। बोलो तेरी मेरी है नहीं पहचान रे। तेरी मेरी है नहीं पहचान रे। तेरी मेरी है नहीं पहचान रे। And so the Divine Mother, she incarnated, she got manifested for the sake of this, what you call, to stop the replication, of this Rakta Beach. Friends, desires are never ending. Can anyone tell me tonight how to overcome desires? Anybody? Maya? To read the Bhagavad Gita? How to overcome desires? Bhaiya said, read the Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Anybody else? Meditation? Santosham? Be contented? Okay. So Bhaiya said, read the Bhagavad Gita. Diri said, Santosham. Anybody else? One more. Run away? Can't run away from myself. Now, first of all, we have to ask the question, can we exist without desires? Yes or no? We can't exist without desires. So then how the question comes about getting rid of desires? From the time we get up in the morning, we have a whole day planned out. All those are desires. Isn't it? Our young people, I see one of my godson at the back, Tim, and he has his whole life in front of him and naturally have desires. All the young people have desires. They must have desires. How can this desire thing becomes destructive? Now, according to our Shastras, it have two kinds of desires. Well, let's say three kinds. Lower desires. Lower desires where we get engaged in the sensual pleasures of the world and just want to enjoy. We can't enjoy all the time. Sensual pleasures can be destructive. That's one. We have to rise from lower desires to higher desires. What is higher desire? Higher desire means like service. Bayal Lincoln, let me just use him as an example, and his family. He gave 40 years of his life to service, to spiritual service. That is lifting desire from a lower level to a higher level. And there are many people, like for example, on Sankhya television, they have many devotees, many businesses using their hard-earned financial resources to keep the light of Sanatan Dharma burning. So, lower desire, lifting to a higher desire through service, through seva. Then, when we lift the desires from lower to higher, in that way, we are redirecting ourselves, our purpose. So lifting desires to a higher level. And it's good when we have people like these in our midst. Every one of us in our own way, everybody here do something good in some way or the other today. Isn't it? Everybody did something good. Isn't it? Everybody did something good. And you see, while the desire is important, we have to also use the lower desire to lift ourselves to a higher level. And be careful that we don't sink into the lower level. I will tell you a desire that is low. So one person is there. She had a job. She got a promotion on the job. And when she got the promotion came with a special car park. A special car park. Right? So now she got a promotion. So, okay, Miss A, you are now the manager here and your car park is there. So manager A car park there. So every time manager A comes, she parks in that car park, special parking. Do you know her colleagues who are with her working over the years become jealous of her getting promotion and getting a special car park and started poisoning the water with her boss? That's how desire becomes low and destructive. So when we can't see somebody get promotion, or we can't see somebody elevate in life, or elevates themselves in life, we can't see somebody successful in life, we do things to poison them. Poison their water. Poison their life. That is lower desires. That is Rakta Bij in action. Now, did anybody do that today? Please don't say. Just think. And this is where the scriptures opens our minds to help us think and reflect. It's called reflection actually. Where we reflect upon our own selves. So, low desires is like a normal thing. But we can't remain at the low level. We have to rise to the higher level. Desire for addiction. Desire for sensuality. You see, all these are low desires. Desire for sensual pleasure. The eyes are thirsty to see colors and forms. The ears are thirsty to listen to temptational music, etc. The nostril is tempted by smell. The tongue is tempted by taste. Isn't it? The skin wants to touch. Like that, the five senses are pulling in 5 different directions. So temptation. Now, finally tonight, when it is said that we control desires, Didi said something very beautiful there. She said santosham. Santosham means contentment. And Bhaiya said, read the Gita. Now, when you put these things together, what they mean is that we use the spiritual aspect to help ourselves be contented and be calm. That we don't get out of control. Friends, when the day comes, don't do anything to hurt nobody. Don't let that kind of desire come at all. When the day comes, don't let a thought come into the mind where you feel jealous of somebody's progress or jealous of for some reason or the other. You become angry and, you try to control that. You see, contentment is very important. And tell yourself every day, what I have is enough. Who am I is enough. That mantra, say that mantra. What I have is enough, and who am I is enough. What are you going to do with more? What will we do with more? I mean, I'm not talking about the young people. The young people needs more. For the older ones, when will we become contented? So, you all know what is the modern day Rakta Beach? What is the modern day Rakta Beach? The modern day Rakta Beach is not the blood, the drops of blood. The modern day Rakta Beach is the dopamine drops. Whole day. Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok. Let me see what again I have here. Whole day. Now, in a long time when we're fasting, you're fasting from non-vegetarian food. Like when Diwali time come, I think, you say, I'm fasting, no non-vegetarian food. Fasting for, oh God, Baba, 3 whole weeks. Fasting. Can you fast for 1 day without your phone? Jai Bhagwan. The world resonates around, revolves rather, around this thing now. Get your emails on the phone, important emails. It's all important. Important messages. So it all revolves around it. Pandit Varun, he told me, Baba, you get a new update? Say, me check it out yet? So the new modern day Rakta Beach is this thing called technology now. Ads, notifications, endless products. Each click clones another desire. Isn't it? Open one WhatsApp message and you see, man, you start to reply to a whole set of messages. Like that. One leads to the next. Each click clones another desire. Now, finally, always be aware. Observe desire without reacting. Observe desires without reacting. When you witness it, instead of feeding it, let it die from the root. Instead of feeding desires, let it die from the root. In that way, what we are able to do is protect ourselves. That this desire don't multiply and we get carried away. Ma, we pray about this tonight. Please listen to our prayer. We do not want to get carried away and lost behind things that are not right for us. Please protect us in this regard. You demonstrated all these leelas for our philosophical growth. And we know that it's all so unreal. For real happiness is within us. Real contentment is within. Real joy and happiness is everlasting. But unfortunately, we are after the temporary things. Let this be your prayer tonight. तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का. तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का. सदराह दिखा करके उद्धार करो दुर्गा, उद्धार करो दुर्गा. तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग सबकी. कल्याण करो जग का. संसार तो माया है, this world is a. तुम विनती सुनो सबकी, कल्याण करो जग का. सदराह दिखा करके उद्धार करो दुर्गा माँ, उद्धार करो दुर्गा माँ. Please listen to our prayer. Bring happiness, bring contentment into our hearts. Please do not let Rakta Beach destroy our peace of mind and our contented heart. Please show us the truth, O Divine Mother, and please listen to our prayer. Prem se boliye Jagadamba Mata ki, Kali Devi Mata ki. In this way, my friends, Rakta Beach was killed. In our case, Rakta Beach has to be controlled. And so, once we are able to do this, we will be able to have peace, elevate ourselves, and in our final thought tonight, Kali Ma does not destroy a person. She destroys that which destroys us. Kali Ma does not destroy a person. She destroys that which destroys you and I. And what is that? Ignorance, fear, addiction, ego, uncontrolled desires is what she fights rigorously to protect her children. And when the inner Rakta Bij is gone, the soul becomes fearless, fulfilled, and free. And this is what, my friends, this is what we all need to elevate ourselves. Prem se boliye Jagadamba Devi Mata ki. With this message tonight, I conclude, I hope and pray that the perspective that we share on Ma Kali tonight would be of interest to every one of us, and it can be practical in our lives so that we can develop ourselves spiritually. With this being said, we ask Jenny ji for a bhajan while Panditji is doing the final havan and then our final arti and closing prayer. The following bhajan we dedicate to Mama and Papa sitting right in front here. They are the mother-in-law and the father-in-law of Pandit Shivanand, the spiritual head of this mandir. So Mama and Papa, this bhajan is for you both.
स्वाहा स्वरा नमस्तुते देवी मुनि मुनि रे अम्मा मारी अम्मा रे मुनि मुनि रे अम्मा देवी अम्मा दे अम्मा काली अम्मा हो अम्मा काली अम्मा रे अम्मा देवी अम्मा अम्मा काली अम्मा रे अम्मा देवी अम्मा मुनि मुनि रे अम्मा मुनि मुनि रे मुनि मुनि रे अम्मा देवी अम्मा रे अम्मा काली अम्मा हो अम्मा काली अम्मा रे अम्मा देवी अम्मा हो अम्मा काली अम्मा रे अम्मा देवी अम्मा जय जय गणेश भगवान जय जय गणेश भगवान गणेश भगवान जय जय गणेश भगवान गणेश भगवान जय जय गणेश भगवान अम्मा देवी अम्मा हो अम्मा मारी अम्मा रे अम्मा देवी अम्मा हो अम्मा काली अम्मा रे अम्मा देवी अम्मा जय जय सूर्य भगवान जय जय सूर्य भगवान सूर्य भगवान जय जय सूर्य भगवान सूर्य भगवान जय जय सूर्य भगवान अम्मा देवी अम्मा हो अम्मा मारी अम्मा रे अम्मा देवी अम्मा हो अम्मा काली अम्मा रे अम्मा देवी अम्मा जय जय शिव भगवान जय जय शिव भगवान शिव भगवान जय जय शिव भगवान शिव भगवान जय जय शिव भगवान अम्मा देवी अम्मा हो अम्मा मारी अम्मा रे अम्मा देवी अम्मा हो अम्मा काली अम्मा रे अम्मा देवी अम्मा जय जय दुर्गा माता जय जय दुर्गा माता दुर्गा माता जय जय दुर्गा माता दुर्गा माता जय जय दुर्गा माता अम्मा देवी अम्मा हो अम्मा मारी अम्मा रे अम्मा देवी अम्मा हो अम्मा काली अम्मा रे अम्मा देवी अम्मा जय जय महाकाली माँ जय जय महाकाली माँ महाकाली माँ जय जय महाकाली माँ महाकाली माँ जय जय महाकाली अम्मा देवी अम्मा हो अम्मा मारी अम्मा रे 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 अम्मा देवी अम्मा रे
प्रेम से बोलिए श्री जगदम्बा देवी माता की. Let's all stand for final Purnahuti. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha. Om Sarvapapaharam Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Maya Dattam Grihan Parameshwaram. Om Vanaspati Raso Bhuto Gandhadyo Gandharuttama Agriya Sarvadevanam Dhupoyam Prati Grayatam. Everyone lift your hands and receive the blessings of Devi Ma. Om Shri Amba Jagadamba Devi Mataya Namaha. Karpur Gauram Karunavataram Sansar Saram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayaravinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि।
सुन मोरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी, तेरा पालन पाया माँ, तेरा पालन पाया। पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल,
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल,
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल,
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल, रे तेरे भेंट चढ़ाया माँ, रे तेरे भेंट चढ़ाया। ओ सुन मोरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी, तेरा पालन पाया,
तेरा पालन पाया। सुवा चोल तेरे अंग विराजे,
सुवा चोल तेरे अंग विराजे,
सुवा चोल तेरे अंग विराजे,
सुवा चोल तेरे अंग विराजे।
केसर तिलक लगाया, केसर तिलक लगाया। हम सुन मोरी देवी
पर्वत वासिनी, तेरा पालन पाया, तेरा पालन पाया।
ब्रह्मा वीर परे तेरे द्वारे,
ब्रह्मा वेद परे तेरे द्वारे,
ब्रह्मा वीर परे तेरे द्वारे।
ब्रह्मा वेद परे तेरे द्वारे।
शंकर शंकर ध्यान लगाया,
शंकर ध्यान लगाया। माँ सुनो मोरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी, तेरा पालन पाया,
तेरा पालन पाया। नंगे पग तेरे आगे आया,
नंगे पग तेरे आगे आया,
नंगे पग तेरे आगे आया।
नंगे पग तेरे आगे आया।
सोने का छत्र चढ़ाया माँ,
सोने का छत्र चढ़ाया। सुनो मोरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी, तेरा पालन पाया,
तेरा पालन पाया। ऊंचे पर्वत बन गए दीवाला,
ऊंचे पर्वत बांध्यो दीवाला,
ऊंचे पर्वत बन गए दीवाला।
ऊंचे पर्वत बांध्यो दीवाला।
नीचे नीचे शहर बसाया,
नीचे शहर बसाया। बोलो मोरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी, तेरा पालन पाया माँ, तेरा पालन पाया। सतयुग त्रेता द्वापर मध्ये,
सतयुग त्रेता द्वापर मध्ये,
सतयुग त्रेता द्वापर मध्ये,
सतयुग त्रेता द्वापर मध्ये।
कलयुग कलयुग राज सवाया, राज सवाया। सुनो मोरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी, तेरा पालन पाया,
तेरा पालन पाया। धूप दीप नैवेद्य आरती,
धूप दीप नैवेद्य आरती,
धूप दीप नैवेद्य आरती।
धूप दीप नैवेद्य आरती।
मोहन मोहन भोग लगाया माँ, मोहन भोग लगाया।
सुनो मोरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी, तेरा पालन पाया,
तेरा पालन पाया।
भगत मैया तेरे गुण गावे,
नानु भगत मैं तेरे गुण गावे,
नानु भगत मैया तेरे गुण गावे।
मनवाना फल पाया, मनवांछित फल पाया।
सुन मोरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पालन पाया,
तेरा पालन पाया। अम्मा अम्मा जय जगदम्बा, अम्मा अम्मा जय जगदम्बा, अम्मा अम्मा जय जगदम्बा,
बोलो अम्मा अम्मा जय जगदम्बा।
जय अम्बा जय भुवनम्बा, जय भुवनेश्वरी जय जय मुकुम्बा, जय भुवनेश्वरी जय जय मुकुम्बा। अम्मा अम्बा जय जगदम्बा, अम्मा अम्बा जय जगदम्बा। माता माता जय जगदाता, माता माता, माता माता जय जगदाता। जय चामुंडेश्वरी जय विश्वमाता, जय चामुंडेश्वरी जय विश्वमाता। अम्मा अम्मा जय जगदम्बा, अम्मा अम्मा जय जगदम्बा।
बोलो
अम्मा अम्मा जय जगदम्बा,
अम्मा अम्मा जय जगदम्बा, अम्मा अम्मा
जय जगदम्बा, अम्मा अम्मा जय जगदम्बा। त्वमेव माता च
पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैव बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभाव करोमि यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। अच्युतं केशवं रामनारायणं श्रीधरं माधवं
वासुदेवं श्रीधरं
माधवं गोपिकावल्लभं जानकीनायकं रामचन्द्रं भजे। अच्युतं केशवं रामनारायणं कृष्णदामोदरं
वासुदेवं
श्रीधरं माधवं गोपिकावल्लभं जानकीनायकं रामचन्द्रं। बोलो अच्युतं केशवं रामनारायणं कृष्णदामोदरं वासुदेवं हरिं श्रीधरं माधवं गोपिकावल्लभं जानकीनायकं रामचन्द्रं भजे। अच्युतं अच्युतं केशवं रामनारायणं कृष्णदां
वासुदेवं
श्रीधरं माधवं गोपिकावल्लभं जानकीनायकं
रामचन्द्रं भजे। हरे राम
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे।
ओम काली महाकाली काली के परमेश्वरी सर्वानंद करे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ओम काली महाकाली काली के परमेश्वरी सर्वानंद करे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ओम काली महाकाली काली के परमेश्वरी सर्वानंद करे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ओम काली महाकाली काली के परमेश्वरी सर्वानंद करे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ओम काली महाकाली काली के परमेश्वरी सर्वानंद करे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ओम काली महाकाली काली की परमेश्वरी सर्वानंद करे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ओम काली महाकाली काली की परमेश्वरी सर्वानंद करे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। Salutations. As we bow at thy lotus feet again and again. Om mantrahinam kriyahinam भक्तिहीनं जनार्दन यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। ॐ ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महविः ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिना अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्वेदम् ॐ श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु। प्रेम से बोले श्री वृंदावन विहारी लाल की, उमापति महादेव की, रामबत शिव मंदिर की, बोलो भाई सब संतन की। प्रेम से बोलिए सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय जय सीताराम। आसन पर बजाइए as you receive your arti, your panchamrit, your prasadam. Meals will be served as you exit the mandir. And of course, do have a safe journey back to your homes. And we look forward for your presence tomorrow night, which will be the final night of this Yagna here in Rambert. And then from on Sunday, we'll be at the St. Mary's Hindu Mandir, St. Mary's Village in Muruga. And we're inviting you all to join along with us for another 3 nights, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That's November 2nd, 3rd, and 4th November. Om Shanti.
Television, the first Hindu TV station in Trinidad and Tobago, and